What's up, my Bearded Bros? Bearded Maniac here, and it's not a Destiny video, it's a Madden 18 preseason prediction video. Now, Madden 18 is not out yet, and I never got access to Madden 17, so why are we on Destiny? Because it's a game, and I can shake my bum while I talk to you guys, and I love shaking my bum. Now, we're going to go over division winners, rookies of the years, the seedings, Super Bowl matchup, MVP, passing, rushing, and receiving leader. Those are what we're going to go after. And barring some injuries, I hope to come relatively close, maybe have like 5 or 6 right. Who knows? AFC, we have the Steelers winning the North. In the NFC, we have the Packers winning the North. I don't see much competition. I do like how the Bears are starting to look on offense, or at least with their running back. But their wide receiver core is a little too hollow for me to really think they're a challenge. Same with the Lions and shit. The East, we have the Pats winning in the AFC, of course, and the Giants winning in the NFC, mainly because I believe the losses to the secondary of the Dallas Cowboys and the fact that everyone's now more accustomed to Dax and Ezekiel's game. I'm not going to say they're going to have an easier time stopping them, but they're going to try to probably have better counter plans overall. Now, do I think that I think they could both realistically go 13-3. I think it might come down to a tiebreaker, actually. The South, we have the Titans winning in the AFC. Shocker there, because I feel like they've made enough improvements that they can threaten a Texans team with a uncertain quarterback situation, a weakened secondary, and stuff like that. We have the Falcons winning the South in the NFC. No shocker there, defending NFC champions. But I feel like the Bucs' improvement is not quite enough. But you'll see in a second why I say that. The West, we have the Raiders winning in the AFC. Because I believe the losses that the Chiefs had, Noam, Macklin, stuff like that, I believe that's going to be a little bit too much for them. And in the NFC, we have the Seahawks. I believe the Seahawks are actually going to have a pretty damn good season overall. Because the Rams are kind of weak, the Cardinals getting old. And I'm being shot, which is kind of funny. And the 49ers are rebuilding, so that's probably about 5 or 6 wins right there. For the Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, we have Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns. The reason why I think he's going to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC is because he's going to be asked to do a lot more than any other young defender in the whole league, probably, because he's going to be expected to do more. Now, do they hold back and not ask so much of him? I don't think so. They need him to step up immediately if they want to have a chance of winning anything. In the NFC, I believe the Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Reuben Foster because he's playing on a young unit with a lot of solid players. He's really raw, really good, but he has a coach that obviously knows how to use him. He's got an angry mentality, which I think is necessary. He's going up against tough teams like the Cardinals, Seahawks, and Rams a couple times a year. But I believe his unit's weak enough to where he's going to shine a lot more. And carry the Niners at least to maybe a 5-win season. I don't know. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, these are a couple... Well, I think one of them's a relatively outrageous prediction. I have John Ross in the AFC. Because I feel like being opposite AJ Green, having AJ Green being double teamed, John Ross is going to shine with his speed, especially when you consider the back trio of Giovanni Bernard, Jeremy Hill, and Joe Mixon. It's going to be it's going to be open season for John Ross for half the season. I think probably about how it was when Will Fuller showed up at the beginning of the season. Oh, also, the loss of Will Fuller is one reason why I have the Titans winning. He might not be out all season, but his loss does hurt a little bit. Now, like I said, you go 2-back set with AJ Green on the left, John Ross on the right, Tyler Eifert in the middle. If there's one person you can't double team, it's John Ross. You can possibly double team Eifert because I'm not going to call him a baby Gronk, but he's really good when healthy. He's one of probably the top 4 tight ends in the league when healthy. Then you have AJ Green, one of the top 5 wide receivers in the league. So obviously John Ross is going to get a lot of opportunities with his extremely raw speed. But we have to see how fast he moves in pads because that's different than no pads. Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFC, we have Christian McCaffrey. Why? Because I feel like he's going to be just like with Ruben or Myles Garrett. I feel like he's going to be asked to do a lot. He's going to be a pass catcher. He's going to be a runner. He's going to be there to try to keep Cam Newton healthy. I think that's one reason why he was drafted by the Panthers, was to help keep Cam Newton healthy, which I don't necessarily disagree with. I like it. I like the strategy, and he's probably a sleeper fantasy option, to be honest. And with all that, I think the seedings work out like this. In the AFC, I have the Pats going 1, Raiders 2, Steelers 3, Titans 4, Texans 5, even though the loss of Will Fuller, I wanted to put them lower, and the Bills 6. I'll go over that in just a second. Now, I don't have the Chiefs making it because, like I said, the loss of Jeremy Maclin, it's going to be hard to adjust. I know Tyreek Hill's a beast, but still, Alex Smith is not good enough to carry a team if he has to. He will lead a team, but he will not carry a team. I believe the loss of Will Fuller might detriment the chances for the Texans. I believe the Broncos could sneak in, but I'm still unsure about the Broncos quarterback situation. But, like I said, I'll explain in a second about why I have the Bills making it. Now, in the NFC, I have the Giants at 1, Seahawks at 2, Falcons at 3, Packers at 4, Cowboys at 5, and Bucks at 6. Now, like I said, I think the Cowboys and Giants could both go 13-3. The Packers' defense is obviously a weak point, so I don't have them doing too good. I feel like the Bucks sneak in. But what I like about these predictions right here is it has the Texans v. Titans in a division clash in the first round. It has the Bills v. Steelers, which should be an interesting game. As the Cowboys v. Packers, a rematch of last year when Aaron Rodgers destroyed the Cowboys. And it has Falcons v. Bucks, another division clash, which I like. And for the last 4, the MVP and the leaders. Now, here's where it gets crazy and here's where it gets bold. I have LeSean McCoy, running back of the Buffalo Bills, going in for MVP because with Tyrod Taylor, he's still improving. Sammy Watkins is healthy. You can't really underestimate that receiving core as much anymore. And what do I feel like that does? I feel like that opens up the running game for LeSean McCoy. I feel like Shady's going to get about 1,800 yards and 16 touchdowns or something like that. I feel like he's gonna have a beast of a season, and the reason why he's gonna be considered for MVP and he's gonna win MVP in my mind is because his stats and his scores are gonna carry the Buffalo Bills to possibly a 9-7 record into the playoffs. And if you replace him with probably any other back, they will be like, they wouldn't have made the playoffs without him. And that's what the MVP. He'll be the most valuable player. He might not be the best player, but he'll be the most valuable. As for the passing leader, Andy Dalton, Tyler Eifert, John Ross, Jeremy Hill, and Giovanni Bernard, I'm going with Andy Dalton. It's mainly a sleeper pick. Like, these leaders are all sleeper picks. Rushing leader, I'm going Jordan Howard. I feel like he'll be asked to do more than Ezekiel Elliott, and he's going to be playing a full season this time around, where I don't think he was the incumbent starter last year at first. So I believe he leads the league, possibly close to 2,000, probably around 1,900. I don't think he'll score a lot because where his overall offense is weak, I don't think he'll get too many scoring opportunities. And now receiving leader, this is probably one of the boldest of all time. I'm not going Julio, who had 300 receiving yards in a game last year. I'm not going Antonio Brown, who's had about 120 catches per year or more. I'm not going with any other people like that. I'm going with Terrell Pryor for the Washington Redskins. Why do I do that? Because Jordan Reed is often hurt. You don't have Pierre Garçon or Deshaun Jackson anymore. Granted, you're not an empty receiving core, but if they're going to do anything, they're going to have to demand a lot, and I mean a lot, from Terrell Pryor. I believe he gets maybe 1,600 yards this year, 1,500, something like that. And he's playing against a couple of weak secondaries, in my opinion, a couple times a year in the Cowboys and the Eagles. Whether he shows up against the Giants, probably not. But I believe they benefit from a slightly weaker schedule where they finished a little lower in the division than the Cowboys and Giants last year. So I believe he becomes a receiving leader. Now, this is crazy. And when Madden 18 does come out in less than a month, I believe, or about a month, something like that, I will start doing more Madden videos for you guys. Now, my predictions are going to change. I plan on doing weekly predictions for like game results and stuff like that. Those videos will probably be up on Wednesday nights, where there are Thursday night games. And other than that, I'll let you know if my schedule for Madden changes and stuff like that. There are going to be lots of rebuilds and stuff like that, so stay tuned. If you guys are excited, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Remember, nothing is obligatory, but it is appreciated. And I should probably go before I say anything crazy, because I ramble a lot, because I am a maniac. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.